Hello again, everyone, and welcome to LanguageCaster.com, the football language podcast for learners of English who love the beautiful game of football. I'm Damien, and I'm here in a sunny London, and I'm one half of the LanguageCaster team. The other member, of course, is Damon, who's based in Tokyo, Japan. Now, there were two FA Cup finals over the weekend here in England. The men's game between Liverpool and Chelsea on Saturday, in which the Reds won on penalties, and then on Sunday, the Women's Cup final between Chelsea and Manchester City saw Chelsea win after extra time. In this podcast, we take a look at some of the language from the BBC reports on the two games, including the phrases to lift the cup, run ragged, and nestled into the corner.
State ascoltando LanguageCaster.com.
Liverpool lifted the FA Cup for the 8th time in the club's history. To lift the trophy or lift the cup is another way of saying that a team has won a tournament or a competition. Traditionally, at the end of the final, the winning captain is presented or awarded the trophy, and they then lift or raise the cup, also known as the trophy or silverware, above their heads in celebration. So in this final, Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson lifted the trophy after their win on penalties, and this is the 8th time the Reds have won this competition. The next day, Chelsea's women also lifted the trophy, and this was their 4th FA Cup win. Diaz was the game's outstanding player, running Chelsea ragged and peppering Mendy's goal with efforts. Liverpool's Colombian striker Diaz played really well in the final, creating so many chances for his side. He caused so many problems for the Chelsea defence that we can say that he ran Chelsea ragged. Now, ragged can be used to describe someone who is extremely tired, almost exhausted, because the opposition player has made them work so hard. They have been under so much attacking pressure, and their performance then drops or suffers. And this is what Diaz did against the Chelsea defenders. His continuous attacking caused huge problems for the Chelsea defence. They were run ragged. Now, the BBC report also mentioned that he was peppering Mendy's goal with efforts. So to pepper the goal means to have lots of shots on goal. And this is what Diaz did during the final. He peppered the Chelsea goal with shots or efforts. Chelsea defended their Women's FA Cup crown and completed the double in dramatic fashion. So the BBC also reported on the Women's FA Cup final the following day, and in front of a record attendance of almost 50,000 fans, the Chelsea side ran out 3-2 winners after extra time. This was their second trophy in a week after winning the WSL, that's the Women's Super League title. And so, of course, they won the double. They completed the league and cup double. As Chelsea also won the FA Cup in 2020, they were the holders. They defended their crown, where crown refers to the trophy or title. Another way of saying this would be that they retained their title or crown. She could do nothing to stop the shot nestling into the bottom corner. This part of the report describes the winning goal in extra time from Chelsea forward Sam Kerr. The Australian striker placed or directed the ball into the corner, and so we can say that the ball nestled into the corner. The ball was placed with such accuracy that it rested in the corner of the net or the goal. Another great finish from Sam Kerr.
G'day, my name is Erin. I'm from Brisbane and I'm a West Ham supporter and you're listening to LanguageCaster.com.
Now, if you want to ask any football language questions or simply say hello, then you can do so by adding a comment on our site or by using our forum or by sending an email to us at admin@languagecaster.com. You can also look for us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Właśnie słuchasz languagecaster.com.
Yep, you are listening to LanguageCaster, and that message was in Polish. and we'd love to hear from anyone else who might like to share this message. You are listening to languagecaster.com. Don't forget there's a transcript to this podcast and lots of vocabulary support which you can access by coming along to our site here at LanguageCaster, a great resource for those learning the language and for those teaching the language. Okay, that's it for this short football language podcast in which we look back at some of the language used from the 2 FA Cup finals here in England, including to lift the cup, run ragged and nestle into the corner. Enjoy all the football as we approach the final days of the domestic league seasons in Europe, and we'll be back soon with some more football language. Bye bye.